Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Knoxxx. We about to give y'all something special. You ready?
Sting is in the building, people. You finally have it. It's here. It's over. Welcome back, everybody, to Perfect Plex Talk YouTube here on YouTube, part of the BDSIR Radio Networks, people. Listen, I am the CEO, Mike Knoxxx, and indeed, I spell my name with 3 X's because, like this fabulous t-shirt, I am hardcore. People, Monday Night Raw has just concluded in the great state of Iowa. Okay, listen, I love potatoes. It's my favorite food. Of course I'm going to love that place. You can never go wrong with potatoes. French fries, mashed potatoes, boiled potatoes, just any kind of potato. Potato chips is my favorite thing in the whole entire world to eat. I mean, hell, just put some pepper on everything that's potato and you can be great. But listen, we're not here to talk about the foods I like, my food porn. No, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. So we're going to run it down for you like we do here each and every single week. People, listen, started off in the with a great video montage. If you have not got a chance to see the interview that Randy Orton did a sit down with Michael Cole this past week after the conclusion of last week's Monday Night Raw via how like Triple H sits down with Michael Cole every week. It was Randy Orton this time, and they played a package, little snippets of that interview with it finally being saying, you know, what's to come for Randy Orton. So we knew there would be some kind of backlash. They kind of set the story up for you right there because again, people hashtag wrestling is storyline. So then the ring is filled up. Seth Rollins, J&J Security, The Big Show, Kane, so forth. And then out comes Seth talking about, hey, I trusted you, Randy. I trusted you. And in this state, you guys you're nothing, coming out talking about how he's upset with Randy. I trusted you, Randy, and I'm going to get you back, Randy. Just know that you want your match at WrestleMania under one condition. I will give you this match if you bring your ass out here tonight and face me one-on-one. And as I'm this part of the portion of the show, I'm sitting there saying, please don't do this, WWE creators, whoever back there writing this. I don't need to see these guys have a match before WrestleMania. It's going to ruin WrestleMania. And I'm thinking most people in their minds are also thinking the same thing, like, come on, don't give me that. And they did not. However, I digress. At this point, Randy Orton comes out, sure, Seth, I know what you're going to do. You're going to try to attack me, but it's cool. I got you. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, Randy accepts the challenge. This is where I want to see WWE get a little bit more creative in a different way than how they did in the show, which we will get into. I'm thinking, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for Randy Orton with his venom that he has inside him. And he said he has enough venom for everybody in the ring, the Big Slow, Kane, and so forth. And I don't even want to talk about the Big Show and his apology towards Seth Rollins for disappointing him last week. Again, at this portion of the show, I'm like, here we go. Big Show and Kane, yet again, giants, monsters, reduce to stooges? Let that sink in there for a second. So I'm thinking this is a perfect opportunity for Randy Orton to one by one systematically destroy the Authority. So go into our first match after that whole entire segment, which was not a bad segment, all things included, because normally these segments last 25 minutes. This is a good 10-minute segment, and it was over off to the commercial. Comes back the first match, and we're going to get AJ with Paige taking on Nikki Bella. Winner in this match, with Brie Bella, by the way. Winner of this match, Nikki Bella. Here's my problem with this match. I understand, and the Bellas could have a good promo about about AJ and talking about hashtag give Divas a chance, and pretty much tell them nah, they don't really need it. It's over for them. And speaking about AJ and Paige, and they gave him a chance. They gave him 2 commercial breaks. They gave him a commercial break. Like, I've never seen a Diva match cut to commercial and come back. They're either trying to keep the Bellas there or they're trying to give Divas a chance ever. I I was not impressed with this match. I thought it didn't look well together, AJ and Nikki. I like Nikki in the ring. I don't think people give her enough credit for how she's come a long way. We know what AJ Punk is capable of doing. I just didn't think the match was good. However, the finish, on the other hand, I thought was pretty good. It had a good finish because they go outside the ring. Brie looks like she's about to get involved as AJ's outside the ring. Paige walks over. She talks trash to her. And then Brie is the aggressor in this, which was shocking, and throws Paige into the ring post. Nikki gets AJ back in the ring, hits her with the elbow, and then bam, hit her with the rack attack winner. Like I just told you, Nikki Bella. Again, people, anytime Nikki or Brie Bella can be on our screen, we better enjoy it, because them other divas aren't that sexy. So, as we move on, listen, we just talked about it. I know everybody out there, I'm a big fan of how come this is not called WrestleMania 31? What's going on? So we get the news that LL Cool J is going to open up for WrestleMania, which is not truly a bad thing. As long as he doesn't come out here trying to sing Reverse Racist, that song he did, that country song and all that other good kind of stuff, and come out here and give me some Mama Said Knock You Out, and get the crowd really hyped behind some classic LL Cool J joints, then I think it might be a good idea. But what was good about the commercial is that we finally got the hashtag that they're going with this year, WM31, which means WrestleMania 31. So there you have it. But there were not the Roman numerals, so you're still going to get people out there bitching that they took those away. You know what? Actually, I'm one of them. Where the hell is my Roman numeral? But after that, you go backstage, Kane and Big Show. Rick Renee, we think they're getting into a tassel. Kane standing to Big Show. Hey, this is what you're going to do. Big Show's like, you know what? I'm getting a little tired of you telling me what to do. I don't care about your power. You never ask me. You always tell me on TV what to do. Pull me to the side. So then Seth comes in here and he runs his mouth. He's talking trash. Kane says, you know what? I'm not going to be at ringside. You know what, Big Show? It's up to you whether you're going to be at ringside also for this main event that we're supposed to get between Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. At this point, I'm going, oh, wow, here we go with this. But, hey, I digress again. As I said earlier in the program, I continue to move on. Match 2 of the night pitted us with a rematch between from SmackDown, which pretty much was the same outcome from Thursday Night SmackDown, as Ryback hits the shell shock on The Miz, picks up the win with Miz down, but then finally we get the breakup, if you will, so to speak. We knew it was brewing. Well, Miz has finally had enough, and then hits the Skull Crusher finale on Damien Mizdow. Where do we go from here? We know they're both in the Battle Royal. Maybe this can start to have something that we've been all waiting to see. And then our favorite portion of the program, my children, Dad, we get it, people. Cena, Rusev, the contract signing. So then we get John Cena at ringside. And you know what happens when we talk about John Cena, because he says the same things every week. But this week was a little bit different. Blah, 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 blah. USA! Blah, 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 blah. We're going to punch him in the mouth. Blah, 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 blah. Up your Putin. Believe it. USA! I got you. See, he kind of interchanneled, or I kind of did it for him, because what I kind of got when I hear him talk the same stuff over and over, is Mr. T. But it's okay. Or not even Mr. T. It was his roadblock. I paid the fool. Well, that was Mr. T too. But you get what I'm saying? All was the same thing if you watch G.I. Joe. Anyway. All right, I'm back. I have to calm down. G.I. Joe, great show. Now, but in this, Rusev comes out, and this is the part I give the WWE creator a little credit, because he comes out with a makeshift lawyer. No Lana. The crowd is letting them hear it. We want Lana. I mean, seriously, how can you not have Lana? Had y'all seen the more pictures that are out there and about what this girl has out there? I mean, Lana, who, as The Rock would say, you're smoking, okay? But, sometimes she wants to stick it up her Putin. Or you want to stick it up her Putin. But anyway, so comes out this horrible lawyer, I guess, saying that Rusev did not agree to a match, so there will not be any match at WrestleMania. He's not signing this contract unless you hear what he has to say first. If you put his hands on him, there will not be a contract signing. This dude was really bad. And again, I give the credit to the writers, because whoever's back there, as we said before, feeding the commentary things to say, for once the commentary team helps sell this angle. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. JBL, Booker T, all over this guy and his fake accent, and that's all he has to offer. Booker T mentions, Bobby the Brain Heenan did this back in the day before, for all my wrestling historians out there. Comment below, let me know, when did Bobby the Brain Heenan actually do this very same game? I mean, it is hashtag wrestling is storyline, and we all know that wrestling reciprocates itself just like life, movies, TV, and cameras and action. But that takes place. Rusev comes out and tells them, blah, 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 why are you USA suck. Blah, 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 and you suck. And then he signs the contract, flips the table, and runs away. Listen, I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people don't like the fact of he's been this badass Russian, and now he's, he resorted to kicking Cena in the balls, and now he flips the table and runs away. I like it. It looks like it's getting into Cena's head. It's John Cena. Sometimes you got to just go with the storyline, right? So Cena's upset by his actions, so he's getting into the head of John Cena. And Cena's on the record for saying on this night that this WrestleMania, because he's fighting for the USA, is the biggest match of his career. Do you think that? Of course not. But to Cena, it is. It's USA. He loves his country. He's Captain America. He's going all in. At this point, Goldust on the WWE app, if you don't have it, shame on you. It's only $9.99, okay? Says that he will be in this year's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And so much for the Goldust Stardust storyline, like I said, on Perfect Plex Talk Radio, where you can catch us each and every single Monday night at 6 p.m. Today, we had a smoking, speaking of that word, interview with Brother Love himself, Bruce Pritchard. Please go to www.bdsirnetwork.com for that information, or just go to your local iTunes, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are sold to download that interview. It was incredible. One of the best interviews we've had. But from that point on, he says he's not gonna be in the battle. But I told y'all, Stardust and Goldust after Fastlane would get scrapped from the WrestleMania. It was a piss poor performance. Those are two brothers we won't see fight at WrestleMania. Okay, so then we get the third match of the evening, and you get the No Day, because I refuse to call them a New Day because it ain't a new day as long as they're doing what they're doing. The No Day, and takes on Team Technician, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Cesaro would actually end up winning the match with an uppercut on Kofi Kingston, hitting him from behind, picks up the win. The tag team champions, you know what I call them, Team Technician, does their thing. But then this is what I don't understand, okay? We know the WWE listens to us, right? We know they're out there listening to the wrestling fans that are out there. But why insert El Torito in this? No one wants to see that little midget, no offense, little person, little animal, whatever he is that's little, looks like he's getting over on Cesaro. Now, I said that people say, well, how can you believe that Roman Reigns can beat Brock Lesnar? And I say, well, if you saw Rey Mysterio beat the Big Show, anything is possible. But we don't want to see El Torito, and no one has ever, and I mean ever, liked Los Matadores. I just don't get it. I mean, John Cena says that wrestling today is for 10-year-olds. Well, I don't even think my 9, 8, and 7-year-olds like those guys. Well, that's a lot. They like El Torito, but they're kids. What do they know, right? I move on. Now, at this point, the MVP of the WWE, they start showing the promos from last week, and Taker accepting, getting you ready for the next great Bray Wyatt promo still to come. Now, you go backstage, Seth, J&J Security. This is where it starts to heighten for the night, okay? As Jamie Noble, the secret weapon to the authority, as he refers to himself, lets Seth know, hey, we should not be in this predicament. If you'd have listened to me, this wouldn't have happened. Seth says, hey, watch the place, little boy. You work for me. Now, according to Dame Dash, you're not a man if you call another man boss. But, hey, go figure, right? So, Seth is like, I'm your boss. So, you can't talk to me like this. This is what you mean. I don't have to work here. Smacks him in the face, tells Jamie Noble he's fired. Jamie Noble says, you can't fire me. I quit. Then we know that Joey Mercury doesn't talk. He's kind of a mute, like my man E on that episode of Joshua Tree on Entourage. You guys go check out that episode. I believe that's season 4. As they go to Joshua Tree and take some shrooms, he wasn't speaking, and that's what's going on right now with Joey Mercury. That's what I related to. Then we get this via satellite, but not really because it wasn't live, interview with Brock Lesnar. As he comes out in defense mode. And I mean, like, really, this is the best they could come up with for Brock Lesnar. I mean, we're talking about Brock Lesnar. And they give us this defense mode where he is pretty much summing up what Paul Heyman said the week before, which was pretty good. But Brock Lesnar, he basically just comes out, like I said, repeats what Paul Heyman had to say in the promo, about I'm going to kick ass. I've been put on this earth to kick ass. I beat I'm the 1 and 21 and 1. And the fans that look shocked about what happened, I can care less. I wipe my ass with him is what he basically said. I think it's funny. He laughed at the wrestling fans that, doesn't care about him beating the streak. But we still have yet to hear from Undertaker with that. That's why fans are mad. I don't think at this point it's even mad at Brock Lesnar anymore. It's, can Taker say something about the loss? That's what the WWE needs to approach. And they're just going to try to make us forget it. I don't see how Taker's legacy for probably the best character ever created in professional wrestling history cannot discuss what happened in that match and why, speaking about that loss. But we go into match 4 for the night. Big Show takes on Eric Rowan. Big Show would have just completely just whoop Eric Rowan's ass before the match could even get started. Big Show hits him with the weapon of mass destruction, the KO punch on Roman. Then the elbow drop from the middle of the rope. No contest. This match is over. This was just to show you that Big Show can still be a monster, I guess. I mean, hell, what do I know? And then, many people, I am not one of them. I am real if I'm not anything else in this world. Larry Zbyszko is inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. People are saying, well deserved. People are saying about time. I'm saying there's a lot of more people that should be in a Hall of Fame before Larry Zbyszko. I think he was a average wrestler. I think he was an average competitor when it came to the mic skill game, and I think he was an average commentator. But the best work that I've ever seen from Larry Zbyszko was his commentary work. So for him not to be going to Hall of Fame before the likes of like Demolition and things like this is probably the weakest, with all due respect towards Uncle Rikishi, who was the headliner in my opinion, and should be the headliner in my opinion for going into the Hall of Fame. It would be the Macho Man, but he's not here. Unfortunately, this is the part that he's added on. This is not a Hall of Fame that I'm very proud of, but Uncle Rikishi's there. The Macho Man's going in. Hey, what can I say? Then we get back to the program. Kane's in the ring. He would actually hold a demonstration on what was going to happen in the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. At this point, you get Mark Henry, who would appear. You got Titus O'Neil out there. All the Axelmania. Everybody who's going to participate in this Battle Royal is out there. But Mark Henry would solely just show up, and then he just throwing people out of the Battle Royal. It's a melee. Everything breaks out. Kane and Henry, who would actually go face to face Curtis Axel. No one wants to believe in this Axelmania. Just something to try to pull over the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. This is the sad part about this. Last year when this was announced, it was kind of a cool thing, right? I thought so. Others out there thought the same thing. And we looked for this to be, to replace the Money in the Bank match. We know that could not happen. Hence why I think we have the Intercontinental ladder match this year, because you're going to have this match, use it to propel a star. If not, I thought again, Big Show should have won it the first time. So if he wins it this time, makes no sense to me, because we all related him to being Andre the Giant's son, even though he's not. It just looked good for storyline purposes. But Cesaro didn't get anything from winning this trophy, so I don't think many fans are actually into this Andre Memorial Battle Royal Part 2. I just don't think no fan cares about this. Then we go to Paul Heyman in the ring, talking more trash on Roman Reigns and his family. And the besides what he's talking, and at this point, we've heard it from Paul, we're hearing it from Paul again, we heard it from Brock, they played what Paul said last week. At this point, the most interesting thing about what's going on with Paul Heyman is who's actually in the back cutting off his microphone, if you will, so to speak. That's where the story goes from here. Who is it back there? Is it the anonymous GM? Is it Vincent Kennedy McMahon? Is it Eric Bischoff? We just don't know who's back there and what's going on. But the whole thing is that he can't, Roman Reigns can't do this, Roman Reigns can't do that. And it's just so funny because about 5 o'clock this afternoon, I got the email from WWE.shopzone.com about the new t-shirt. And of course, my wife, the Roman Reigns lover fan, says the shirt says, I will and I can believe that. So obviously with all this, you can't. Roman comes out with his new t-shirt on and says, I can, I think I can. If you think you can beat Brock Lesnar, then more power to you, my brother. You believe that, right? And then we go into one of the bright points in the night, the match 5 on the night, we get Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Hill Ziggler, my apologies, Bad News Bad, Stardust, Luke Harper, okay, and this wonderful 6-man tag team match, people. I mean, this thing went through 2 commercial breaks for all the action that took place in this match. The winners of this match, hashtag Dean Ambrose God with the dirty deeds on Wade Barrett, who has not picked up, I'm sorry, not Wade Barrett. I know when people are saying his name, it's not Wade. It's Bad News Bad, BNB. However, loses again. When will this man win a match? Obviously, I know. I'll tell you next week as we get into our WrestleMania pre-show in a couple of weeks about what's going on, who I think is going to win that match. But you already know who I thought. I told you already. I let the cat out the bag, if you will, so to speak, on who I thought would win this match. But the most intriguing part about this whole entire ordeal after the match, besides the match was incredible, it was good. I loved it. Let these kind of matches happen. This is why these competitors are in this very type of match. Okay, was Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett. I can't help but call him Wade. Okay, B&B gets back his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, okay, people? This is what I thought was cool because he finally showed the B&B that many have hoped he would be. He threw the bull hammer on everyone. The only person who didn't get it was R-Truth, and he got it at the end. He was outside. Wade, Bad News Barrett, his shine is finally starting to show why he has been chosen to be the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. That was good. Then we go backstage, Seth, with the real authority, Triple H, Stephanie, telling Triple H, hey, where have you been? You're finally tired of hiding out from Sting? I don't need you guys. Remember who I am. So more turmoil, right? We think everything under the surface is about to happen to Seth as he thinks he can do this himself. And then the MVP. No, not the guy in Impact Wrestling. He just re-signed his contract. Okay, not the 305. We talking about the MVP of the WWE, especially Monday Night Raw. Bray frickin' Wyatt cuts another terrific promo. People, did you check out the new urn? Whose urn was that urn? As he even mentions Undertaker answering the challenge to burning the rocking chair on fire that none of us knew exactly why the rocking chair was so symbolic. Guess what? It's the rocking chair that Sister Abigail sat in and read and taught Bray Wyatt things about this world, according to him. He says, how dare you, Undertaker, try to use my fear to get me, but there is no fear because I am the new fear of the WWE. And then not just warned Undertaker what's going to happen to him at Mania, but warns the locker room after he's done with Taker, he's going to continue to show you why he's the new fear. And that's what I put my stock into. That's what I better see happen, WWE. Bray Wyatt is a freaking bona fide star. You got stars on this roster. Use them! You gotta use them. You gotta use them, Bray Wyatt. Star. And then we get into the match that we thought was going to be a match, right? So, of course, how could you follow up that 6-man tag team match? You couldn't. You gotta go storyline no matter how great Seth Rollins is. And trust me, Seth Rollins is awesome. Randy Orton is awesome. We talked about it. I just said it earlier. Cheap plug, but it's not because I pay for it on Perfect Plex Talk Radio. And I want you to answer this question too. The evolution of Randall Keith Orton is here. I love it. I love it. He's a legend, and he's the legend killer. Double negative? I think not, people. But we knew it was going to happen. At this point, we're like, Seth comes out. He goes, Randy, it took you all that time to make a fool of me. I made a fool of you in just 3 short hours. But Seth, guess what? Those hours was not short. They were kind of long. But anyway, out comes the Authority. They think they got him. Randy rolls out the ring, grabs the chair. He's all prepared. And listen, people, it was out there. I was hoping that it was true. Although I hate when people leak these kind of things. The lights go out and... Oh, I'm sorry. You little effect. The lights go out. That's not... I'm not getting up. And then out comes Sting. People, Sting's in the ring and they are going at it. But prior to the match, they said whoever wins this match is going to be an interview. And this is where it gets interesting, people. This is where people don't like the WWE, people. Because After the Donnybrook ensued with the Scorpion Deathlock. We're seeing Sting go to work. He got the bat. Orton got the chair. All hell is breaking loose. It cuts off and says, if you don't got the WWE app for just $9.99, you can't see this exclusive. And that's where Sting spoke. Sting spoke in his own voice. Sting told Triple H, I'm coming to get ya. Not like the boogeyman, but like this, only the Stinger can. Listen, people, if you didn't get a chance to see it, if you don't got the WWE app, it's on you. It's only $9.99. Listen, call me what you want to call me, but guess what? I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool who thinks spending $10 a month on something that I love, like professional wrestling, is not worth the money, people. You eat, you smoke cigarettes, you do all kind of things you waste like this. When that lasts me 30 days for $10, it's one hell of a value, people. Listen, my time is up. Because I let it to be up. Because I like you and who wants to sit here and watch me and my pretty face all this time. People, listen, my name is Mike Knoxxx. Perfect Plex Talk Radio, part of the BDSIR Radio Networks each and every single Monday night. Make sure you follow us all on Twitter, Instagram, wherever social media is, at Mike Knoxxx, at the Perfect Plex _ at BDSIR _ Network. We are there, people. The Wrestling Summit is coming together. We got big things going. People, we got a lot of things going. And guess what? You know what time it is, right, people? I gotta give me some fried chicken, collard greens, cornbread, and some grape Kool-Aid, people, because my time is up, people. Wrestling fans alike, it's WrestleMania season. Get ready. He's coming.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? I go by the name Fred Nux. We about to give y'all something special. You ready? You ready?